Welcome back to this week's Cooking with Connie. And as I promised, this week we're going to use that Alfredo sauce again, and this week we're going to do it with a pasta. So just as a reminder, basically I've already got the Alfredo sauce made, so it was 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, a stick of butter. We used a teaspoon of powdered garlic powder, and a tablespoon of the minced garlic. We put 2 ounces of cream cheese in there, 5 ounces of grated Parmesan cheese, a little pinch of salt, some pepper, and we just melted that all together to make our Alfredo sauce. So we're going to use that along with some pasta. So pasta, when you're gluten-free, can be a little bit of a challenge, and this is what I have found that I really like, and this is Aldi's brand, Live G-Free, and this is just brown rice and quinoa pasta. You can also get the brown rice and quinoa pasta at Walmart, and they have a great value brand that's brown rice and quinoa. So it's a real simple ingredients. It doesn't have all the junk in it. So this is what I usually use for my pasta. This is a penne pasta. I've got my hot water over here, and I'm getting ready to dump my pasta into the pan, and we're going to let that cook for about 10 minutes to get it softened up, and then we're going to throw together this pasta casserole using our Alfredo sauce. We're going to throw some veggies in there. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the pan, and then we'll take a pause while the pasta cooks, and then we'll throw the rest of it together. All right, so I've let my pasta cook here, so for about 10 minutes, over a high heat. Go ahead and get your pasta all done. I've got it drained, and we're going to start throwing together this casserole. Now, some of the variations that you can do this, if you want to make this a full meal, throw some chicken in it, so then you would have your chicken, your vegetables, and your pasta, and you have it all in one dish. I'm going to put it in a 9x13 pan, so I'm going to spray my pan. I'm using coconut oil this week, but remember, I like coconut oil, olive oil, or avocado oil. That's kind of my go-tos. I'm going to use a bag of the rice cauliflower frozen. I'm going to put that in there because, again, we're trying to add some veggies in our diet. So this is the way I'm going to disguise my vegetables. I'm going to put them in my pasta here. So I put these on the bottom, and then I'm also going to put some spinach in there. And then we're going to put the pasta on top of that afterwards. But we'll kind of mix it all up too. And then I like to use, with this recipe, I like to use about a tablespoon of dried basil. Kind of gives it that Italian flavor. And I'll just kind of sprinkle that in there. I also like to use just some mozzarella cheese. If you're Barb, you're going to grate your mozzarella cheese from scratch. But me, I'm still using a bag, so, I haven't gone to that sophistication yet. So I'm just going to sprinkle some of that in there. And then we're going to use the Alfredo sauce also, which will give us that moisture. All right, so I got that. Now I'm going to dump my pasta in here. Kind of get that spread out good. And you can kind of stir it up to where you're kind of mixing the spinach and the cauliflower and everything all together there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pour that Alfredo sauce over the top of it. We're going to top it with some of my favorite Colby Jack cheese, or whatever your favorite is. All right, so now I'm going to put plenty of the Alfredo sauce over the pasta. And like I said, very easily you could put chunks of chicken in this to make it like a whole meal. We're just going to go ahead and use all that Alfredo sauce because we got it. And just going to make it nice and creamy. So I'm going to kind of spread that out. So that way when it cooks, that Alfredo will kind of go right down into the rest of the pasta. All right. And then we're going to put a little cheese on top because who doesn't love cheese? And like I said, you could use whatever you want. My go-to, we really like the Colby Jack at our house. And you don't have to, get it so cheesy that you can't see the rest of it. And then I'm going again with that Flavor Gods Italian zest. So I like to use that anytime I'm doing kind of an Italian type flavor. And put on plenty of that. And then all we have to do is throw this in a 350-degree oven, probably about 30 minutes. We'll check on it, see where it's at, and I'll let you know the cooking time when we get done with it. Take a little pause while it's cooking, and we'll come back and show you the finished product. All right, so here is our finished product, and I've got several people over there that have just been waiting to get a sample of this. Like I said, you want to make it a whole meal, throw some chicken in there. You can do whatever variations if you want to throw different vegetables like peppers and things like that. But this is going to be a really good side dish to go with whatever we're going to make tonight for dinner. So make sure you like, share, subscribe. Look in the comments to find the Flavor God seasonings and the other links that I'm going to put up there. And remember to make good choices.